Welcome back to the second segment of today's program here on the Taiwan Outlook. I'm your host, Wu Ruiguo. In this segment, we will continue our conversation with Minister Tsai Chuen-horng, who is the Minister of the Atomic Energy Council here in the Republic of China on Taiwan. Minister Tsai, I'm going to ask you in this segment on the issue of safety. This is something that a lot of people are concerned over the use of atomic energy, in Taiwan as well as elsewhere. I mean, how safe, in your expert opinion, how safe is the use of atomic energy in Taiwan as well as around the world?
Well, the safety performance of the nuclear reactors, nuclear power plants, has been dramatically improved worldwide in the last 3 decades or so. After 3 Mile and accident. And an international organization called WANO, W-A-N-O, World Association of Nuclear Operators, has annually published the Safety Performance Index of the operating reactors in the whole world. The information is too much to talk about in this program, but let me just take a Taiwan's performance as an example. Last year, in 2009, the average number of abnormal events per unit in Taiwan was 1.33, because we have 6 units. So if you times 1.33 by 6, there are in total 8 events in 6 units. And they are all not safety related.
Good.
And the average number of automatic scrum per unit was 0.17, which means that there's only 1 scrum for the 6 units. Now, some of other break-in records, such as the average capacity factor higher than 92%, which makes Taiwan ranked number 6
around the world.
Good. And another break-in record was the refueling outage period was shorter than 29 days. And there's a unit prolonged continuous operation for 542 days. They are all very good records compared to before. And they are not something obvious. Now, if you visit a nuclear reactor site, think about it. When you see thousands and thousands of components and equipments, and there's none or even just 1 incident every year. As I said, it's not something obvious. It takes a very comprehensive regulatory program, and the QA program. And also, you need a very well-disciplined operation and maintenance team to accomplish this. So I would say that the safety is quite acceptable.
Very impressive. And we all know that the chances of having a nuclear accident at one of the nuclear power plants, whether it's in Taiwan or other parts of the world, is very, very low. But what is the statistical likelihood of such an accident taking place? According to some of the published report and information, also with the advancement of technology in this area.
Well, to answer this question, it takes a long day,
we don't have enough time.
But anyway, regarding the likelihood of the accident, it depends on how severe or the severity of the accident. And there's a international nuclear event scale system introduced in 1990 by IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency. The system is actually inspired by the Richter scale for earthquake, to compare the relative severity of the earthquake.
Yes.
And there are 7 scales.
All right.
From 1 to 3 incidents.
Yes.
And 4 to 7 accidents.
Okay.
In the last 30 years, Taiwan never occurred any event with higher than 4. Means that no any accident happened.
Okay, good.
And to answer your question about the probability, according to the probabilistic risk assessment analysis, which has been done for every unit in Taiwan, and for example, an accident driven by station blackout without scrub, sorry about the technical term, it's a very serious accident, conceivable accident, and causing reactor core melt, very similar to 3 Mile Island accident.
Chernobyl also, yes.
No, well, Chernobyl is different, but very similar to 3 Mile Island.
Okay.
Has a probability of 10 to the minus 5.
Okay. 10 to the minus 5.
Yes. A year. 10 to the minus 5 a year.
All right.
Even with this kind of accident, it doesn't mean that the radioactive materials will release to the environment.
Okay.
Like, for example, 3 Mile Island.
No.
There's no any radioactive material released to the environment.
Contaminate.
So if you take the probability that the radioactive material can find a way and release to the environment, the probability is like 10 to the minus 10.
Yes, even lower.
Oh, even lower.
Yes. But one of the biggest advantages of the use of atomic energy is that it's pollution-free, if the nuclear waste is well managed.
Sure.
Therefore, given the fact, as you stated in the previous segment, that we are now emphasizing the continued struggle against global warming to reduce carbon emission, does that make nuclear energy, atomic energy, a very attractive alternative energy source to meet the energy needs, but also at the same time to reduce the environmental impact?
Sure, indeed. As I mentioned, it's a worldwide trend.
Yes.
But let me explain more in detail.
Yes.
There are 3 major carbon reduction technology recognized by the international experts working group. It's called IPCC under the United Nations framework for climate change, which nuclear energy, sustainable energy, including solar, wind, hydro, geothermal, etc., and carbon capture and storage. There are 3 options. And nuclear and sustainable energy essentially don't emit carbon dioxide during the electricity generation. But if you compare 2 of them, nuclear energy is a high-density equipment, high-density machine. That's why we talk about safety. And as I said, safety is acceptable. But anyway, because it's high density, usually it would generate a base load with a large power. On the contrary, the sustainable energy is a relatively low-intensity energy. And it's more expensive. And because it's low intensity, so you need larger lands to accomplish that. So there's a limitation that it cannot replace the nuclear power. So if you compare these 2, or if you put these two together, actually nuclear and sustainable energy without emitting carbon dioxide are complementary.
Okay, good. Yeah. And for the remainder of this segment, Minister Tsai, I'm going to ask you that we've already talked about some of the technological breakthrough in nuclear energy application. What are some of the likely breakthrough that we're going to see in the coming years that will make atomic energy use even safer?
Well, as I said, safety is acceptable.
Yes, it's already
but there's always rooms
for improvement.
Yeah, for improvement.
Yes.
For improvement.
Will we ever see the day that when nuclear energy becomes 100%?
More safe, yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, there's generation 3 and 3 plus being developed in recent years.
Okay.
The trend of safer design is firstly to make active component, especially on safety features,
of course,
to become passive, which means that whenever you need a safety equipment to shut reactor down and to keep the reactor safe, you don't need any active power.
Okay, good.
So that's one of the trends.
Okay.
And the other one is by using the state-of-the-art digital technology, information technology,
yes,
to become a all digital control and information retrieval system, so that the operation and the maintenance and so on are more robotic.
Okay.
Actually, this digital system is
already taking place.
It's already adopted in the Longmen project under construction.
Good. Yeah. We're going to take another short break on our program, and when we come back, we will continue our conversation with Dr. Tsai Chuen-horng, who is the Minister of the Atomic Energy Council here in the Republic of China on Taiwan. I'll see you in just a few minutes.